Intermediate goods. Intermediate goods are those goods which are used in production process. Used in production process. Intermediate goods are those goods which are used in the production process. Okay. Sold for further processing. Now final goods. Final goods. Final goods are those goods which are used either for final consumption or for capital formation. Used for final consumption or for capital formation. Capital formation. These are final goods. Okay. Let's read about gross domestic product, GDP. What is GDP? Many times questions are asked in the board examination. Define GDP. What is GDP? So for defining GDP, let's see. Gross domestic product is the market value. Gross domestic product is the market value of all final goods and services. One more thing, final goods. All final goods and services within a particular financial year, within a particular period of time. That's clear. GDP. GDP means market value of all final goods and services during a particular financial year, that is termed as GDP or gross domestic product. Whenever we calculate national income, in that condition only value of final good is calculated, value of intermediate goods not calculated. Many times question asked in the board examination, why only value of final good calculated in national income, value of intermediate goods not calculated. Let's see. Suppose that wheat. Wheat is final goods for a farmers, and wheat is intermediate goods for flour mill, and by wheat he produce bakery products. Suppose that here final goods calculated when national income. So for second condition, which is intermediate good, which again it will be calculated. Whenever we calculate final goods and intermediate goods, in that condition there will be double counting. There will be double counting. You can notice here which is counted 2 times here. That's why to avoid the double counting, whenever national income is calculated, only value of final goods and services are calculated. Next, let's see the Indian economy on the basis of ownership. Ownership. On the basis of ownership, Indian economy categorized in 2 categories. They are public sector, private sector, and public sector. Private sector and public sector. Private sectors are those sectors that are owned, controlled and managed by the individual or the particular capitalist, particulars or individual. These sectors are private sector, public sector. Public sectors are those sectors that are owned, controlled and managed by government. This is government sector. Next, Indian economy on the basis of employment. employment. On the basis of employment condition, Indian economy categorized in two category. First, organized sector, and second, unorganized sector. Unorganized sector. Let's read about organized sector. What are the specialty of organized sector? Organized sector, first thing, there is the job security. Fixed salary. No any bargaining is there. Okay? There is provision of medical leave. There is provision of earned leave. There is provision of gratuity. There is provision of pension. These type of facilities are given in organized sector. For the female workers, there is provision of maternity leave in organized sector. So various facilities are provided in organized sector. That's why it is better and everybody wingle to join organized sector. Regular job in organized sector, no bargaining of salary. Salary is fixed. Medical facility means medical leaves are given. All leaves are given. Various leaves are given. Various facilities are given in organized sector. That's why each and everybody wants to join organized sector. Unorganized sector. Unorganized sector, first thing, there is no job security. No job security. Salary is not fixed. Salary is decided on the basis of bargaining. Means there is not regular work, casual work is there. There is no facility of medical leave. There is no facility of other leave. Whenever they work, they get payment. Not work, they do not get payment. Okay? This is organized sector. Next, where are the people employed in India? Earlier, when we became independent, at that time, what was the condition of India? In which sectors people were engaged? Maximum people were engaged in primary sector, very few in secondary sector and tertiary sector. But in previous days, we noticed that in previous year we have noticed that there was shifting of people from primary sectors to secondary sector and tertiary sector. Now each and every peoples, they want to join tertiary sector. This is the condition of Indian economy. Let's read about unemployment. What is unemployment?